So you have the worksheet with 4 columns and we'll work it together. So this is my personal account. I have a savings account balance at the start of, and we'll go by calendar year for easy example. Okay, 22, 23. Although it says 22, 23, you can go by calendar year. I have a savings account balance of $4,000. Okay, so we'll put $4,000 in 22, 23. Just add that, write in that number, $4,000. So that's your savings account to support you in case unforeseen expenditure happens, something, you have an accident or something you have to spend. So that's the $4,000. So that's the first column, or the second column, the top row, your savings balance when you start. My income is $60,000 a year. Okay? So I will put in my income is $60,000 ongoing. So write in $60,000 ongoing. On that second row that you have, the total income ongoing, you put the savings account balance of $4,000. The next row on 22, 23, your total income balance, total income ongoing is $60,000. Everyone with me? Someone lost?
Oh, I need that paper.
Okay, use this. So 4,000, then we do the 60,000. So that's your income.
Total income is 60,000.
What is your appropriate expenditure, ongoing expenditure should be for that year? Towards the bottom, you will see total expenses ongoing. What should that expenditure should be? Anywhere 60 or less, because that's being conservative. You need that, you know your ongoing income is 60,000. You need to spend less than 60,000 because you are conservative, you need to save some money. So let's put 55,000 on that row. So your ongoing income is 60,000, your total expense is 55, and in that year you did not have a one-time expense, no accident, nothing, so that should be 0. So Manoj was playing scratchers or some game, lottery game, and won a lottery on that particular year, 22, 23. He got a lottery where they said, it's not a cash award, but it's 16,000. It's a first class, all airfare, all paid airfare trip to Europe with total expenses, valued at $16,000. Okay, so that one-time income, you see, we'll put $16,000 on the top. That's your income because you earned it. They gave you the flight voucher for 10,000 and the hotel vouchers for 6,000. For IRS tax purpose, you have to recognize that, and that's the 16,000. So what's your total income for that year, 22, 23? It's 76,000 because the other is not your income, it's on the savings account.
Yeah.
Okay? It's on the savings account, the total income is $76,000. Okay? What's the total expenses?
55,000.
55,000. Candies for Lupita again. So you are spending 55,000, but I have my tickets that's valid for 2 years, right? The ticket said the airfare is valid for 2 years. So I go to Dr. Jimenez, who is my supervisor. I say, hey, I have a plane ticket. I want to go on a vacation to Europe. And he says, no, you have budget town hall. You cannot go. So unfortunately, in 22, 23, I cannot go to Europe. I cannot spend that $16,000 this year. So what's my surplus or deficit?
Surplus?
Surplus, yes.
21,000.
21,000. So $21,000 is my surplus. My income is 76. My expenses is 55. I have a surplus of 21. What's my ending balance? Remember 25. Okay. Miss HLPGL President, Miss Danny Tucker, gets the best candy. It's the largest savings, right? $25,000 in savings. But remember, the clock is ticking, my vacation clock. So I start in 23-24. What's my opening savings account balance? $25,000. Okay? So that's the 25,000 will start. Superintendent does not give me an increase. So I'm still stuck at $60,000, my income. Okay, so my total income is 60,000. I don't get lottery, so my one-time income is 0. My total income is 60,000. Second year. Everyone with me? My total expenses, my total expense include gasoline charges and stuff. That gasoline prices have increased. My total expenses have gone to 58,000. Last year was 55, this year is 58. Okay? But my plane ticket expires this year. So I kind of arm twisted superintendent. I have to go on vacation, no budget town hall, and I spent that $16,000 that I earned last year, this year, as a total expense one time. So put on that 16,000 in that one-time expense row under 23-24. So what's my total expense this year? 74,000, Ms. Joyce Garcia.
Yay.
Okay, 74,000. Am I surplus or deficit for this year?
Your surplus.
Surplus. Am I
11,000.
surplus or deficit? Deficit. How much is the deficit? $14,000. Okay. Our music teacher will become the math teacher. Okay? Choir, right? Will become the math teacher, Ms. Amanda Benavides. So our deficit is 14,000. Okay? Is that good or bad?
14. That's bad.
It's a deficit, right?
Yeah, you don't have the money to cover it. You're spending money that you don't have.
Did I not have the money to cover? Because I got the money last year. It's a deficit, but it's a good deficit, good thing to do because I earned my vacation or I got my money, I spent it. So although I deficit spent 1 year, but it was good. Okay? So deficit spending 1 year does not mean it's bad.
It is.
Okay? What's my ending fund balance? 11,000. Who said 11,000? We take away a couple of candies from him.
Yes.
Who said 9,000 here? Someone.
I did.
Mr. De La Torre, you said 9,000? Okay. Miss Amanda Benavides, again, 9,000. We start with, remember, 25,000. We deficit spent 14,000. So we have $9,000. My calculation is safe. So let's do 11,000. Take the candies from Amanda and give it to Mr. De La Torre. So we start with $11,000. Okay? Next year I go to my boss, hey, can I give me an increase? He says no. My income is still $60,000. Okay? Yeah, he's stingy, Mr. Superintendent. The total income, I don't get a lottery, it's $0.
That's a little bit.
Okay? So my total income is still 60,000. The expenses have gone up because, hey, restaurant prices have increased, gasoline prices have increased, electricity rates have increased. So I'm at 62,000 this year. 62,000 my expenses have become. And unfortunately, I had a car major repair that cost me $6,000. Unfortunate, very unfortunate. So one time, $6,000.
Income is still 60.
We are all becoming mathematicians.
You have no.
What's my total expense?
One time. And then you add
Total expense, $68,000. $68,000 is my total expense. What's my income? 60,000 still, right? Surplus or deficit?
Deficit.
Deficit. How much is the deficit?
I'm so busy talking to you.
3,000? $8,000 deficit. Okay? Good or bad?
62.
Bad.
Why is this bad?
And you're not
Because you
spending
don't have
any
the money
money.
to cover the cost you keep spending.
Because I'm looking at
So
my
your car broke
ongoing
down,
income
so you have to
versus
pay-
ongoing
your car
expense.
broke down.
Okay, my ongoing income is 60,000.
So
My
then
ongoing
the
expense
total
is
expenses
62.
what, 66.
So this is what we call structural deficit.
This is your
When
expenses.
my ongoing
This is your-
expense exceeds the ongoing revenue, because then this is not a sustainable path. So I end up
5,000, right?
with a $8,000 deficit. What's my ending fund balance?
That's your deficit.
3,000, because it was started with 11,000. Now I'm starting 24, 25, 26 at 3,000. Okay?
3,000.
Superintendent still says no to my increase. Still $60,000.
That's a little bit a year.
Yeah, it's nothing. She's not giving me an increase, so I have
Well, I
60,000.
get the idea. It's just
No
I didn't
one-time
get,
income.
I didn't get the
My
number.
total income
It's
is
the number that I
60,000.
didn't get it fast enough.
My total expense,
Exactly when I was like,
Don't
get
worry.
a new job.
Yes, I mean,
Get a new job.
I made 67,000 last
So my
year.
total expense this year, I am switching down. I'm not going to the
because this is your
expensive
balance, so it should be
restaurants anymore.
60,000.
I'm not ordering
You
the
don't have the-
ribeye
you don't have
and
the-
downgrading myself to Chipotle
60,000.
or
So
Your
Panda
expenditure
Express or
exceed
tacos
your
and stuff.
revenue.
So my expenses
Okay,
is
so
going
now
down to
$6,000
$59,000.
deficit.
59.
So now your ending balance is 5,000.
Total expenses is
Yeah,
zero.
11,000 minus
Total
6,000.
one-time expense, so
Now
total
you're
expense 59,000, and my
Now you
surplus
carry over
deficit this year.
5,000, okay?
Surplus.
Surplus, how much?
So then your
1,000.
income is also
What's my ending
7,000.
fund balance?
4,000.
4,000. So if you look at all this, over the 4 years, I am not deficit spending over 4 years. I deficit spent 1 year in year 2. Okay? That was what was a planned deficit spending. The third year was an ongoing deficit, but I kind of corrected myself expenses. So deficit or no deficit, you decide. What happened is in 2021-22, the year after COVID, okay, we received about $89 million one shot from federal government. Just federal government, as I said, loose fiscal policy gave us $89 million here in different SR1, SR2 gear, and said, you have till 2025 to spend down that money. Same like winning the plane ticket 1 year, but you have 3-4 years to spend down. That's what we did. So in 22, 23, 23, 24, 25, 20, 24, 25, we spent more than